Alright, here we go.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Chanox 5996 heavy, request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Nostrum 8826, ready to taxi to runway 14 right with information echo.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Hainan 6898 heavy, ready to taxi with information echo.
Hainan 6898 heavy, taxi to runway 14 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 left, Hainan 6898 heavy.
Chanox 5996 heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Chanox 5996 heavy.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Emirates 69 Super is 14 nautical miles to the north at 5,000 feet, inbound for landing. Adolfo Suarez Tower, Iberia 223 is 5 nautical miles to the north at 2,900 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 right. Taxiing to runway 14 right, Air Nostrum 8826. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 18 right, Iberia 223. Emirates 69 Super. Number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Number 2, behind the traffic on final, Emirates 69 Super.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 413 heavy, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 left. Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Baltic 814, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 left.
Aero Mexico 27. Number 4, traffic to follow is on final. Emirates 69 Super, wind 200 at 11 gusting 23. Number 2, runway 18 left, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 18 left, Emirates 69 Super. Aero Mexico 27, wind 200 at 12 gusting 23. Number 4, runway 18 right, cleared to land. Air Nostrum 684, pushback approved.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Nostrum 684, ready to taxi with information echo.
Air Baltic 814, pushback approved.
Adolfo Suarez ground, China Southern 2130 heavy, ready for pushback.
Hainan 6898 heavy, wind 200 at 12 gusting 23, runway 14 left, cleared for takeoff. China Southern 2130 heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, China Southern 2130 heavy.
Air Nostrum 684, taxi to runway 14 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 left, Air Nostrum 684.
Adolfo Suarez Airport, ATIS information. Adolfo Suarez Airport, ATIS information echo, time 1507 Zulu, wind 190 at 8 gust 23 variable between 120 and 240, visibility 21, temperature 38, dew point 9, QNH 1013 remarks, no intersection departures, no pattern work allowed, no light aircraft accepted at this time. File flight plan prior to contacting ATC. Straight out departures only, landing runways 18 left and 18 right. Departing runways 14 right and 14 left, advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Shamrock 592, wind 200 at 18 gusting 23. Number 3, runway 18 left, cleared to land. IFLI 59, pushback approved.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 18 left, Shamrock 592.
Chanox 981 Victor Alpha, hold position.
Holding position, Chanox 981 Victor Alpha.
Ryanair 475, exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Wilco, Ryanair 475.
Delta 662 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Wilco, Delta 662 heavy.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 413 heavy, ready to taxi with information echo. Adolfo Suarez Tower, Vueling 576, ready for departure in sequence at runway 14 right, departing east.
Hainan 6898 Heavy, contact Madrid Center on 127.0.
Contact in Madrid Center on 127.0, Hainan 6898 heavy. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, Vueling 576.
LL 240. Pushback approved. Iberia 413 Heavy. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved. LL 240.
November 808 Hotel Kilo. Number 3. Traffic to follow is on final. November 808 Hotel Kilo. Wind 200 at 14 gusting 23. Number 3. Runway 18 right. Cleared to land.
Number 4, behind the traffic on final, Wizz Air 2 Victor Alpha.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Ryanair 475. Request taxi to parking.
Delta 662 Heavy. Please expedite.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Delta 662 Heavy. Request taxi to parking.
Air Baltic 814. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to parking. Delta 662 Heavy.
Ryanair 475. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Adolfo Suarez Tower. Beauty 981 is 11 nautical miles to the north at 4,000 feet. Inbound for landing.
Wilco, 024 Zulu Sierra.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 406, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 right.
Wilco, Emirate 69 Super. Iberia 406. Hold position.
Going around. Aeromexico 27.
Holding position, Iberia 406.
Chinook 981 Victor Alpha. Pushback approved.
Adolfo Suarez ground, China Southern 2130 Heavy, ready to taxi.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Singapore 011 Heavy. Ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Papa Romeo 212. Contact Barcelona Center on 129.0.
Contacting Barcelona Center on 129.0, Papa Romeo 212.
Vueling 576. Contact Madrid Center on 127.0.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Iberia 5207. Ready to taxi with information echo.
Beauty 981. Wind 200 at 11 gusting 23. Number 2. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land. Ryanair 722. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 23. Number 3. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land. Qatari 011 Heavy. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved. Qatari 011 Heavy.
China Southern 2130 Heavy. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 18 left.
Taxiing to runway 14 left. LL 240.
Air Nostrum 8826. Wind 200 at 8 gusting 23. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Line up and wait runway 14 right. Air Nostrum 684.
Adolfo Suarez ground. 024 Zulu Sierra. Request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air India 630 Super, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 left.
Wilco, Shamrock 592.
Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy. Number 3. Traffic to follow is on final. Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy. Wind 200 at 13 gusting 23. Number 3. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land.
Wilco, November 808 Hotel Kilo. Adolfo Suarez ground, Air India 630 Super, ready for pushback with information echo.
Air India 630 Super. Pushback approved. Chinook 981 Victor Alpha. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez Tower. Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Inbound on the ILS runway 18 left.
Shamrock 592. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Number 4. Traffic to follow is on final.
Number 4. Behind the traffic on final. Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Number 4. Cleared to land. Runway 18 left. Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa.
Air Baltic 814. Line up and wait runway 14 left.
Line up and wait runway 14 left, Air Baltic 814.
Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Requesting change to runway 18 right.
Air Nostrum 684. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 23. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff. Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Enter straight in runway 18 right.
Enter straight in runway 18 right. Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Adolfo Suarez Tower, El Al 240. Ready for departure in sequence at runway 14 left. Departing east. Wilco, Beauty 981.
Qatari 011 Heavy. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 left. Qatari 011 Heavy.
Taxiing to parking, November 808 Hotel Kilo.
Iberia 5207. Turn right next taxiway. Air Nostrum 8826. Request frequency change.
Right on the next taxiway. Iberia 5207.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Chinook 981 Victor Alpha, ready for departure in sequence at runway 14 left, departing east.
El Al 240. Line up and wait runway 14 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 left, Air Baltic 814.
Line up and wait runway 14 left. El Al 240.
Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 19. Number 2. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land. Iberia 406. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Iberia 406.
Air Nostrum 8826. Contact Madrid Center on 127.0. Contacting Madrid Center on 127.0. Air Nostrum 8826. Wizz Air 2 Victor Alpha. Contact Adolfo Suarez Ground on 121.75.
Contacting Adolfo Suarez Ground on 121.75, Wizz Air 2 Victor Alpha.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 14 left. El Al 240.
Line up and wait runway 14 left, Chinook 981 Victor Alpha. Taxiing to parking, Wizz Air 2 Victor Alpha.
All Nippon 2011 Super. Pushback approved.
Taxiing to parking. Beauty 981.
Air India 630 Super. Taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Iberia 828. Ready to taxi with information echo.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 left, Chinook 981 Victor Alpha.
9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango. Number 2. Traffic to follow is on final. Tango Charlie Alpha Whiskey. Maintain slowest practical speed.
Number 3, behind the traffic on final, Tango Charlie Alpha Whiskey.
Iberia 828. Taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 right, Iberia 828.
China Southern 2130 Heavy. Wind 200 at 13 gusting 18. Runway 14 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Ryanair 722, request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, UPS 3, ready for pushback with information echo.
Air Portugal 1432 Heavy. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, test flight 3 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 18 right.
200 at 15 gusting 18. Number 1. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land. Iberia 406. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Brita 395. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Brita 395. Adolfo Suarez Ground, Iberia 406, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information echo. Adolfo Suarez Tower, Iberia 428, inbound on the ILS runway 18 right.
Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Iberia 406. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, China Southern 6901 Heavy, ready for pushback with information echo.
Bravo 2727. Hold position.
Wilco, Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy.
Holding position, Bravo 2727.
China Southern 6901 Heavy. Hold position.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Hotel Bravo Alpha India Delta, inbound on the ILS runway 18 left.
Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango. Wind 200 at 10 gusting 18. Number 1. Runway 18 right. Cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 18 right, 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango.
China Southern 2130 Heavy. Contact Madrid Center on 127.0.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa, request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, November 140 Delta Juliet is 26 nautical miles to the north at 4,500 feet, inbound for landing.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Swiss 870 Heavy, inbound on the GPS runway 18 left.
Number 3, behind the traffic on final, test flight 3 Heavy.
Iberia 428, wind 200 at 10 gusting 18. Number 4, runway 18 right, cleared to land.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Exodia 284 Victor Alpha is 36 nautical miles to the north at 11,000 feet, inbound for landing.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, November 140 Delta Juliet is 24 nautical miles to the north at 4,500 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 right. Taxiing to runway 14 right, Brita 395. Adolfo Suarez Tower, Ryanair 723 is 16 nautical miles to the northeast at 9,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 left.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, All Nippon 2011 Super, ready for departure at runway 14 left, departing straight out.
Enter straight in runway 18 left, Tango Charlie Alpha Whiskey Whiskey. Number 3, behind the traffic on final, Dynasty 86.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Bravo 2727, ready for pushback with information echo.
Enter straight in runway 18 left, Tango Charlie Alpha Whiskey Whiskey. November 140 Delta Juliet, is on final runway 18 right.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Exodia 284 Victor Alpha is 29 nautical miles to the north at 10,900 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 right.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 14 right, Iberia 828.
Dwelling 125, exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango, exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango, please expedite.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Iberia 406, ready for departure in sequence at runway 14 left, departing straight out. Number 4, behind the traffic on final, Charlie Romeo.
Number 4, behind the traffic on final, Swiss 870 Heavy.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 18 left, Dynasty 86. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 18 right, Charlie Romeo.
November 140 Delta Juliet, wind 200 at 14 gusting 18. Number 4, runway 18 right, cleared to land. Air France 163 Heavy, contact Madrid approach on 127.5.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Brita 395, ready to taxi to runway 14 right with information echo.
Ukraine International 729, enter left base runway 18 left. Number 5, traffic to follow is on final. Iberia 406, wind 200 at 11 gusting 18, runway 14 left, cleared for takeoff.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango, request taxi to parking. Adolfo Suarez Ground, Tango Charlie Alpha Whiskey Whiskey, request taxi to parking.
Cathay 280, pushback approved. Delta 1973, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Cathay 280. Pushback approved, Delta 1973.
Dwelling 125, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Cathay 280, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft, Cathay 280. Taxiing to parking, 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Exodia 284 Victor Alpha is 32 nautical miles to the north at 9,500 feet, inbound for landing. Contacting Madrid approach on 127.5, Exodia 284 Victor Alpha.
Air Portugal 1432 Heavy, contact Madrid Center on 127.0.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Air India 630 Super, ready for departure at runway 14 left, departing straight out.
All Nippon 2011 Super, request frequency change.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, test flight 3 Heavy, request taxi to parking. Adolfo Suarez Ground, Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Air India 630 Super, wind 200 at 9 gusting 18, Runway 14 left. Cleared for takeoff. Hotel Bravo Alpha India Delta. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. China Southern 6901 Heavy. Hold position. Swiss 870 Heavy is on final runway 18 left. Bravo 2727. Pushback approved. Test flight 3 Heavy. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, test flight 3 Heavy. Taxiing to parking, Ryanair 988 Alpha Kilo Heavy.
UPS 3. Taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 right, UPS 3.
Pushback approved, Econo Freight 13 Heavy. 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango, request permission to cross runway 18 right.
Swiss 870 Heavy. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 18. Number 2. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land. Delta 1973. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Delta 1973. Correction. Stand by. Delta 1973. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 left, Delta 1973.
9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango. Make 180.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Turkish 28 Heavy, inbound on the visual runway 18 right.
Brita 395. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 18. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Iberia 406, request frequency change.
Charlie Romeo. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Turkish 28 Heavy. Wind 200 at 15 gusting 18. Number 2. Runway 18 right. Cleared to land.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Beauty 981, ready for pushback.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 18 right, Turkish 28 Heavy.
Iberia 428. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Bravo 2727, ready to taxi with information echo.
Beauty 981. Pushback approved. Expect runway 18 left.
9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango, request permission to cross runway 18 right. Adolfo Suarez ground, Cafe 280, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information echo.
Cafe 280. Taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Right on the next taxiway, Charlie Romeo. Stand by, Hotel Bravo Alpha India Delta. Adolfo Suarez ground, Dynasty 86, request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Aero Mexico 27 is 13 nautical miles to the north at 5,600 feet. Inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 right.
Sierra Uniform Foxtrot Delta Lima. Pushback approved. Dynasty 86. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. November 140 Delta Juliet. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Brita 395. Contact Madrid Center on 127.0. Swiss 870 Heavy. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Wilco. Swiss 870 Heavy.
Right on the next taxiway, November 140 Delta Juliet.
9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango. Cross runway 18 right. Please expedite.
Europa 289, is on final runway 18 left.
Crossing runway 18 right, 9 Mike Bravo Sierra Tango. Adolfo Suarez ground, November 140 Delta Juliet, request taxi to parking.
November 140 Delta Juliet. Please expedite.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Beauty 981, ready to taxi.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Econo Freight 13 Heavy, ready to taxi with information echo. Adolfo Suarez ground, November 140 Delta Juliet, request taxi to parking.
Aero Mexico 27. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 18. Number 2. Runway 18 right. Cleared to land.
Number 3, behind the traffic on final, Europa 289.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 18 left, Ukraine International 729.
Europa 289. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 18. Number 2. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land.
Charlie Romeo, request permission to cross runway 18 right.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Swiss 870 Heavy. Request taxi to parking. November 140 Delta Juliet. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, November 140 Delta Juliet.
Swiss 870 Heavy. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Delta 1973, ready for departure at runway 14 left, departing west.
Charlie Romeo. Cross runway 18 right. Please expedite.
Crossing runway 18 right, Charlie Romeo. Wilco, Turkish 28 Heavy.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Iberia 3328. Ready for pushback with information echo. Requesting runway 14 left.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Sierra Uniform Foxtrot Delta Lima. Ready to taxi to runway 14 right with information echo.
Pushback approved. Iberia 3328.
Taxiing to runway 14 right. Sierra Uniform Foxtrot Delta Lima.
UPS 3976. Pushback approved. Airkina Freight 13 Heavy. Taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez ground, China Southern 6901 Heavy, ready for pushback with information echo. Taxiing to parking, Turkish 28 Heavy.
Attention all aircraft. Frequency is busy. Transmit important messages. China Southern 6901 Heavy. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, China Southern 6901 Heavy.
Swiss 870 Heavy. Give way to aircraft ahead. Give way to aircraft. Swiss 870 Heavy.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, UPS 3, ready for departure at runway 14 right, departing east.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Easy 32 Alpha, inbound on the ILS runway 18 left. Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 3132, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 right. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 18 left, Easy 32 Alpha.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Bravo 2727, ready for departure at runway 14 right, departing east.
Bravo 2727. Wind 200 at 11 gusting 18. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff. Iberia 3132. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Iberia 3132. Cathay 280, request frequency change. Wilco, Ukraine International 729.
Aero Mexico 27. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Wilco, Aero Mexico 27.
UPS 3. Line up and wait runway 14 right.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Beauty 981, ready for departure at runway 14 left, departing east.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 left, Delta 1973.
Aero Mexico 27. Turn right next taxiway.
Line up and wait runway 14 left, Beauty 981.
Aero Mexico 27. Disregard last message.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Air France 163 Heavy is 14 nautical miles to the north at 6,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 left.
Ukraine International 729. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Aero Mexico 27, request taxi to parking.
Taxiing to runway 14 left. Iberia 3328.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Charlie 6 Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot Heavy is 10 nautical miles to the north at 3,900 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 right.
Adolfo Suarez ground. UPS 3976. Ready to taxi to runway 14 right with information echo.
Pushback approved, Delta 791.
UPS 3. Wind 200 at 12 gusting 18. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, UPS 3.
Charlie 6 Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot Heavy. Wind 200 at 11 gusting 18. Number 2. Runway 18 right. Cleared to land.
Wilco, Europa 289.
Air France 163 Heavy. Wind 200 at 9 gusting 18. Number 2. Runway 18 left. Cleared to land. Iberia 22 Heavy. Wind 200 at 8 gusting 18. Number 3. Runway 18 right. Cleared to land. Charlie 6 Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot Heavy. Go around. Make right traffic runway 18 right. Easy 32 Alpha. Go around. Make left traffic runway 18 left.
Going around, Easy 32 Alpha.
Beauty 981, wind 200 at 11 gusting 18, runway 14 left, cleared for takeoff. China Southern 6901 heavy, wind 200 at 11 gusting 18, runway 14 left, cleared for takeoff.
Going around, Charlie 6 Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 14 left, China Southern 6901 heavy. Adolfo Suarez Tower, Charlie 6 Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot heavy is 4 nautical miles to the north at 2,600 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 18 right. Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 3132, ready to taxi with information echo.
Going around, Exojet 284 Victor Alpha.
Exojet 284 Victor Alpha, Roger, make right traffic runway 18 right.
Roger, Exojet 284 Victor Alpha.
Lufthansa 358 heavy, pushback approved. Europa 289, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Europa 289.
Adolfo Suarez Tower, Iberia 0111, inbound on the ILS runway 18 left. Attention all aircraft. Please stand by. Controller changes in progress. Attention all aircraft. Please stand by. Controller changes in progress. Adolfo Suarez ground, UPS 362 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo. Adolfo Suarez ground, UPS 362 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo. Adolfo Suarez ground, Dutch Bird 222, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information echo. UPS 362 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 14 right, contact tower when ready. Adolfo Suarez ground, Lufthansa 358 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information echo. Taxiing to runway 14 right, UPS 362 Victor Alpha. Dutch Bird 222, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 14 left, Dutch Bird 222.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Virgin 1004, ready for pushback with information echo.
Lufthansa 358 heavy, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready. Virgin 1004. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Virgin 1004. Adolfo Suarez ground, Air France 163 heavy, request taxi to parking.
Air France 163 heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Air France 163 heavy. Adolfo Suarez ground, Ryanair 2051, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 left.
Ryanair 2051. Pushback approved.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Saudia 7506 heavy, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 left.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Everlop 392 heavy, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 14 left. Everlop 392 heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Everlop 392 heavy. Saudia 7506 heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Saudia 7506 heavy.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 22 heavy, request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Virgin 1004, ready to taxi with information echo.
Iberia 22 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Iberia 22 Heavy.
Virgin 1004, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 left, Virgin 1004. Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Belgium 0018, ready for pushback with information echo.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 0111, request taxi to parking. Iberia 0111, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Iberia 0111, disregard last message.
Pushback approved, Air Belgium 0018. Adolfo Suarez ground, Lufthansa 573 Heavy, ready for pushback.
Lufthansa 573 Heavy, pushback approved. Adolfo Suarez ground, Aegean 328, ready for pushback with information echo.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 573 Heavy.
Turkish 28 Heavy, turn right next taxiway.
Right on the next taxiway, Turkish 28 Heavy.
Aegean 328, hold position. Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 0111, ready to taxi to runway 14 left. Iberia 0111, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 14 left. Iberia 0111. Holding position. Iberia 3920. Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 0111, request taxi to parking. Iberia 0111, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Iberia 0111, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. I'm sorry, Iberia 0111. Adolfo Suarez ground, Everlop 392 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information echo.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Force 854, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot.
Everlop 392 Heavy, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 14 left. Everlop 392 Heavy. Air Force 854. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Air Force 854.
Iberia 0111. Give way to aircraft on your right.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Saudia 7506 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information echo.
Give way to aircraft. Iberia 0111.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Lufthansa 1802, request taxi to parking.
Lufthansa 1802, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Lufthansa 1802.
Saudia 7506 Heavy, taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez ground, 6 Oscar Sierra Mike Alpha, request taxi to parking. Taxiing to runway 14 right, Saudia 7506 Heavy.
6 Oscar Sierra Mike Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 3920, ready for pushback with information echo. Iberia 3920, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Iberia 3920.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Belgium 0018, ready to taxi with information echo.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Envoy 248, ready for pushback.
Air Belgium 0018, taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Force 854, ready to taxi with information Foxtrot. Taxiing to runway 14 right, Air Belgium 0018.
Iberia 22 Heavy, give way to aircraft ahead. Air Force 854, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Give way to aircraft, Iberia 22 Heavy.
American 248, hold position.
Holding position, American 248.
Taxiing to runway 14 left, Air Force 854.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Aero Mexico 321, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot. Aero Mexico 321, pushback approved.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Lufthansa 573 Heavy, ready to taxi.
Pushback approved, Aero Mexico 321.
Thank you. Good day, Aeromexico 27.
Lufthansa 573 Heavy. Taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 right, Lufthansa 573 Heavy.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Iberia 31 Foxtrot Lima. Request taxi to parking.
Iberia 31 Foxtrot Lima. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Iberia 31 Foxtrot Lima. Thank you, Iberia 22 Heavy. Adolfo Suarez Ground, American 248, ready for pushback.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, November 703 Hotel India, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot, requesting runway 14 left.
American 248. Hold position.
Thank you, good day, 6 Oscar Sierra Mike Alpha.
Holding position, American 248. Adolfo Suarez Ground, Emirates 66, ready for pushback with information Golf, requesting runway 14 right.
Emirates 66. Pushback approved. November 703 Hotel India. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Emirates 66.
Pushback approved, November 703 Hotel India.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Iberia 3920, ready to taxi with information Echo. Iberia 3920, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Air Portugal 654, request taxi to parking. Lufthansa 573 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 14 right.
Taxiing to runway 14 left. Iberia 3920.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Easy 32 Alpha, request taxi to parking.
Air Portugal 654, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Air Portugal 654.
Easy 32 Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Easy 32 Alpha.
Lufthansa 573 Heavy, contact Adolfo Suarez Tower on 119.5.
Contacting Adolfo Suarez Tower on 119.5, Lufthansa 573 Heavy. Adolfo Suarez Ground, Air France 163 Heavy, ready for pushback.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Aeromexico 321, ready to taxi with information Foxtrot. Air France 163 Heavy, hold position.
Holding position, Air France 163 Heavy.
American 248, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, American 248. Adolfo Suarez Ground, American 248, ready to taxi. Adolfo Suarez Ground, Emirates 66, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information Golf.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Iberia 1164, ready for pushback with information Golf.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, Emirates 66, ready to taxi to runway 14 right with information Golf.
Emirates 66, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready. Iberia 1164, pushback approved.
Adolfo Suarez Ground, November 703 Hotel India, ready to taxi to runway 14 left with information Foxtrot.
Pushback approved. Iberia 1164. Adolfo Suarez Ground, Aeromexico 321, ready to taxi with information Foxtrot.
Emirates 66, disregard last message.
American 248, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready. November 703 Hotel India, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 right, Emirates 66.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Portugal 315, ready for pushback with information Golf.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Aero Mexico 321, ready to taxi with information Foxtrot. Air Portugal 315, hold position. Emirates 66, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft. Emirates 66.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Portugal 23 heavy, ready for pushback with information Foxtrot. Holding position, Air Portugal 315.
Air Portugal 315, pushback approved. Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 420, request taxi to parking.
Pushback approved, Air Portugal 315.
Air Portugal 23 heavy, hold position.
Holding position, Air Portugal 23 heavy.
Aero Mexico 321, taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready. Iberia 420, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Iberia 420. Air Portugal 23 heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Air Portugal 23 heavy. Adolfo Suarez ground, Lufthansa 573 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 14 right.
Lufthansa 573 heavy, taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready. Adolfo Suarez ground, Uniform Romeo Sierra Uniform Sierra, ready to taxi.
Taxiing to runway 14 right, Lufthansa 573 heavy.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 1164, ready to taxi to runway 14 right with information Golf. Iberia 1164, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Iberia 1164, correction, stand by. Iberia 1164, taxi to runway 14 right. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 14 right, Iberia 1164. Adolfo Suarez ground, Emirates 1856, ready for pushback with information Golf. Requesting runway 14 right. Uniform Romeo Sierra Uniform Sierra, pushback approved.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Exojet 284 Victor Alpha, request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Portugal 315, ready to taxi with information Golf.
Emirates 1856, pushback approved. Pushback approved. Emirates 1856. Air Portugal 315, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 left, Air Portugal 315.
Taxiing to parking, Exojet 284 Victor Alpha.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Qatari 2022, ready for pushback with information Golf.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Iberia 208 heavy, ready for pushback with information Golf.
Iberia 208 heavy, pushback approved. Air France 163 heavy, hold position.
Pushback approved, Iberia 208 heavy.
Qatari 2022, hold position. Adolfo Suarez ground, Emirates 7 Alpha Mike heavy, request taxi to parking. Adolfo Suarez ground, Uniform Romeo Sierra Uniform Sierra, ready to taxi. Emirates 7 Alpha Mike heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Air Portugal 23 heavy, ready to taxi with information Foxtrot.
Taxiing to parking, Emirates 7 Alpha Mike heavy. Air Portugal 23 heavy, taxi to runway 14 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 14 left, Air Portugal 23 heavy. Adolfo Suarez ground, Kuwaiti 965, ready for pushback with information Golf.
Kuwaiti 965, hold position.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Indonesia 92, ready for pushback with information Golf, requesting runway 14 left.
Indonesia 92, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Indonesia 92.
Adolfo Suarez ground, Ryanair 721, request taxi to parking. Ryanair 721, taxi.